Hello everyone. I guess I hit the button a little bit too early. Welcome to Scribble Time, and I'm your host, Nolan. Let me turn on the light. Thank you. So I hope you guys are doing well. Let's just get this show started. Sorry if it was a little bit late. Had to, of course, one of the things is working at home is it's important to be flexible. So let's. Our today's theme is playground games. So let's get started with that. So hope you guys are doing well. It's a nice sunny day here in the Seattle area, and we are doing just fine. So today I decided to go with playground games. So it'll be just diving into some of the classics that we grew up with or still playing with today. Of course, playgrounds are now shut, but this at least give us an opportunity to use our imagination and think about being outside. I'm kind of using there used to be a book by Leo Leone called Frederick, and it won the Caldecott. I think it won the Caldecott or the Newbery. I think the Caldecott. Newbery is for writing, but it was about this group of mice that were getting ready for the winter, and so as all the mice are gathering all the things, all the food that they need, they're one of the mice named Frederick, he he's always like sitting and thinking and like closing his eyes and resting, and everybody's like, why isn't this mouse helping out? And it turns out as the winter goes on and their food supplies start to dwindle, they ask him, where is all like the sunshine and all the colors and all the things that you said you were gathering? Where are they? Because Frederick was waiting while the other mice were gathering things. I'm trying to explain the plot here. while the mice are gathering things, the Frederick would be saying, "Oh, I'm collecting all the colors. I'm collecting all the sounds, and I'm collecting all the warmth of the sun." And so, in that moment, he helps them use their imagination to think about the sunshine. Think of all the warm, happy memories they had of spring. And so, by doing so, the mice are, in a way, rescued because they start to experience the things that they are imagining. So, that is what I'm trying to say. Is what I'm trying to do here with this with today's stream, doing playground games since all the playgrounds are closed. So, what are your favorite playground games? If you're in the chat or if you're watching elsewhere, feel free to just chime in and put in your 2 cents of what kind of playground game you would like to see drawn today with the pandas. So most of the time I was a basketball kid, so I like to, shoot hoops all the time. I don't know why. It's just, maybe it's because of the Blazers. Maybe I'll do a basketball theme. So I'll hold off on doing basketball sketches today. But I remember growing up and listening to the radio and listening to Bill Shanley do the play-by-play. One of the very underrated announcers out there. I don't think there's anyone who's better, honestly. Like I know like Chick Hearn and but there's just something about, there's a commanding voice to Bill Shanley that I rarely see in announcers these days. I think some of my favorite, Kevin Harlan, Marv Albert, they have iconic voices and calls, but anyways, I digress from this subject. So I did play, I played a little bit of tetherball, a little bit of volleyball. I wouldn't say I was the best, but actually I think I need to just switch this up. So I'm getting us another spam call. Who doesn't get spam calls these days? I bet they're just harvesting my information as I let it just ring off the air. What could they be gleaning? Where are they really coming from? Are they really coming from Pennsylvania? Or in this case, it's just the United States. I'm getting a call from the United States. So I'm just going to make this post just a little bit tighter, like so. Oh, kickball is a good one. That's a great one. Yes, kickball. I'm really thankful to growing up having played some kind of sports. I mean, I didn't play for any school sports, but at least I got to the point. I was at least was active enough to enjoy wanting to run around and kick a ball. And kickball is you get excited when it's the ball's coming towards you and you're just I'm gonna just knock this thing out of the park, right? And when you get a solid hit, you feel really good, and when you don't, you feel like a schmuck. I don't have particularly long legs, but I was quite fast for my stature. So I always enjoyed running sports or sports where you had to sprint. I didn't enjoy doing marathons and stuff. I didn't really think that was I didn't see the point in it. But stuff like tag, I was probably more agile than I was than I was like fast in a straight line. I used to remember like sometimes during gym class, like if I was trying to like chase after someone, like while we're doing the mile run, it was like, oh, maybe I should go this way actually. I think it has to go the other way. I used to remember that, oh man, I would get so discouraged because like the other kids as we got bigger, like in middle school and such, like they would start to pull away from me and I'd be like get so frustrated. But then if it's just like one lap, then at least I can have a chance, because you know you kind of have that initial burst of speed. But I didn't have really good long distance running. I didn't have the stamina for it. Okay, so pow. Let's see. Should you be playing with another panda? I guess so. There also was this one game called Pony Express where it's like you have two kids, or it was an indoor game, so during the rainy seasons, or during the rain, which was all the time in Portland, we play this game in the gym where you have two teams that line up on either side of the gym, and basically you're supposed to run the length of the gym, or you're supposed to run do one lap around the gym, and you're supposed to hand the baton off to your next team member when you come back. But then the other team's also on the other side of the gym, and they have to, like, basically you just have, it's like I don't know, we called it Pony Express, but I think you can also call it like, not round robin, but that was a fun game too, because I remember I would always got the upper hand on my opponents. And then once high school came around and I realized I didn't grow anymore, then it was like, well, I can't really do anymore. I'm not very useful anymore. But I still did things like play basketball. I had fun when I could, but yeah, high school was when things really started taking off. Pow. Okay. That happened to me a couple times. I got one bloody nose one time from where I don't know, I felt like I got a lot of bloody noses as a kid. Actually, one of the things I did a lot when I was growing up, when we were playing basketball all the time, is at school in middle school, for some reason, I kept tripping and falling and basically skinning up all my hands because it was wet outside. You know, it's wet outside. It's the court we had was just not very good. It was paved over, but there's just a lot of loose gravel around, so whenever I would monkey bars. I'll do monkey bars. So whenever I wanted to do that, I should hit record as well. I keep forgetting to do the recaps here. So I would always trip and fall and just get all these little bits of wet gravel stuck in my hand. I always go to the nurse, and it's like just another, it would happen like every couple weeks too. I'm surprised my hands aren't as trashed more than they are right now, but that's the thing with kids. Kids are pretty resilient. I'm just gonna go through and see. Or maybe I can do this. I'm feeling. Also, back in the day in grade school, dogpiling was a thing too. The kids would just go around, and the boys would go around. They would just dogpile each other. And, I think I might have gone and played with them once, but like I remember when I was growing up, I was just like, I am not doing that. There's some really big boys in there. I am not going to be under that pile. I don't know. I heard there's some pretty pretty dumb games that there's a period a couple of years ago where kids are doing some really dumb games where like games that would put each other in the hospital. Not I'm talking about like knocking each other out, but it's like stuff like getting themselves like huge burns, and it's like, why is anybody doing that? You think with the amount of information we have these days, people get a good idea of what not to do, but I don't know. It's like when planking was a thing, and then people started like planking off the side of balconies, and like some people actually died doing plankings. And it's like your legacy comes down to falling off a balcony because you were planking. Sad. By the way, yesterday we were talking about, I think near the end of the stream I was talking about pranks, and then Hector had mentioned that there's a mailbox prank where, like there's this kid who would hide in a mailbox, and then they would push the mail back out when people would put him in, and it ended up escalating where someone actually pulled a gun and fired into the box. That's actually, I looked that up after the stream, so that is fake. It's actually a commercial, and the commercial is like some Argentinian courier service, I think, and what the tagline is like, oh, people don't like surprises, and so I did verify that it is not fake. It is not real. Thankfully, it's not real, because that'd been kind of weird just to show like someone just popping a couple rounds into a mailbox with someone in it. So, just to let you know, Hector, it's okay. I made sure this time, because I was thinking the same thing, because I saw that ad and I thought like, that's kind of messed up, but then it is for an ad. Of course, you have to have sawdust. So thanks to everybody who's been watching these videos. It's I just released the Flintstones one earlier today, so it's just a 2-minute video. Put some kind of 1950 game show type of music overlaying it. I don't know, because I think like I don't want to have to look up new music with it every single video, because it actually takes quite a while. Not to sound lazy, but I think I want to get the content out to you guys, and so I don't want to delay it too much. I mean, there's other pieces of content out there that I'm still have yet to get out, such as some of the haikus, because it's a lot of work to do them, so I need to do it even faster so I can get those to you ASAP, because I know you guys like like that kind of stuff. All right, so monkey bars. Maybe I can make it a little bit bigger. How about, just another monkey bars here. I just got done putting down some mulch earlier this morning, so almost done. I just have like a truckload that was just dumped into my driveway, so I still need to clean out. But things are looking good. So actually, let's take this part off. I think it'll be fun to have Randy here. We haven't had a lot of Randy on this show. Let's get some more Randy. Randy. It's going to bring this arm just out a little bit more this way. Horse, handball, dodgeball, two-hand touch football, street football, stickball, hide and go seek. Okay, so we got monkey bars. Then let's see. How about hide and go seek? So hide and go seek, we'll just do maybe he'll do maybe he'll put his arms up here against the wall. and I don't know if it was because the teachers forbid us from playing it, but I never played Red Rover growing up as a kid. I think that was kind of something I just heard about. I think probably in middle school. Sometimes I think I have vague memories of kids doing like the rope, where all the kids would, they would all join hands and just follow the lead. One guy at the front, the kid at the front would just run, and everybody would hold on. But of course, the kids at the back are we get whipped out. So let's see. Hey, Sir Lee, I know that you are camera shy, but your little screen in the corner is a bit too small. Just a suggestion to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I think part of the reason why I minimized it, it used to be a bit bigger during the live streams. And when I first started this, right? I minimized it because I wanted to see if I can do like time lapses of these sessions, so that like in the Flintstones one, I made a time lapse and I was able to like enlarge the footage a little bit so that it kind of focuses more on the drawing versus instead of like seeing me at the corner and then kind of like spazzing out because it's all it's all time sped up. So because I'm trying to see like, well, would doing the recaps be something people would rather watch rather than just the live streams. And I don't know, I mean, like it'd be interesting to hear what you guys think about that. If you guys prefer it, or do you think doing live stream recaps or shorter live stream recaps be a good idea at all? Let me know, because I would love to know if that works. If it doesn't, then I can always switch it back. So does that make sense, Hector? Just let me know what you think. It's not necessarily because I'm camera shy. It's more that by doing a time-lapse video, I could just slightly increase the footage so that my my little thumbnail isn't gonna draw too much attention away from the main action. Alright, he's just having Randy just hide behind the garbage can here. He's not doing a very good job though, because he's not aware of his ears. So tomorrow is Wednesday, and I'll be doing traditional drawings again. Today's theme was going to be farm animals, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow because I think that would be fun one to do. And I'm also offering the drawings as prints. So you know, basically the way I'm doing it is you just name your price, and I'll just ship it out to you for free. So they've kind of been around like 9x12s, 8x10s. I have to trim it down for a little bit just for shipping. But what you see is what you get. So. Put a trash can there. Maybe I don't know. I'm just gonna. Maybe I'll replace this part. Yeah, I'll put like a. Let's see. I haven't figured out how to record. I'm seeing your chat, Hector. So like, I haven't. Maybe I'm just not smart enough, but maybe I haven't figured out how to record, how to cast the stream to a recording. Because basically what's on OBS, I think, is what, whenever I record, is basically whatever is on the screen. So unless there's a way to do, yeah, maybe I should have put a jungle gym here now that I think about it. My mind's kind of all over the place right now. But maybe I could have, you know, maybe there is another solution to that where I can make the screen or have just Photoshop just being displayed. What was I going to do? Let me get rid of that thing, okay? Yeah, so I actually have, at last stream I ran out of that one pad, but I do have more paper, so I have plenty of paper to go around. That's not an issue. Oh boy, let me think. Maybe I should put a jungle gym bit back here or something. Maybe yeah, maybe I'll this is becoming a lot more complicated than I was expecting it to be. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Alright, I just put like a little jungle gym here. Excuse me. Just choking a little bit. Okay. Wife is grabbing groceries. Okay, hide and go seek. Alright, that's a little bit more complicated than I was expecting it to be, but it's okay. Let's do... how about wall ball? I guess it's... This one will be Petunia. I hope they still have a healthy tradition of wall ball at these schools. I know it's been a bit challenging for kids to just interact with each other. But I don't know, I just can't wait for the day we get back to playing games. Like playing basketball. Playing football, wall ball. Especially miss basketball because I was just dribbling around my son's basketball the other day. It's like it's tiny little basketball, and I'm like, oh man, my skills are atrophying. I can't dribble a ball anymore. So I was trying to practice with his little miniature ball. So do what you can to stay busy. One of the things I heard about one of the ways to dribble a basketball better was, I think it was Kyrie Irving, what he would do is he would wrap the ball in a plastic bag and basically try to dribble it so that, you know, it makes it, you just have to get used to the how it's doesn't always bounce one way. You have to learn to control it at all times. Okay, bam. it's kind of funny, like in grade school, there's all these like, at least when I grew up, there's always these instances where like kids would just try to make up as many rules, arbitrary rules as they can to give themselves an advantage. It's like double bounce, triple bounce. Go. Well, we got wall balls. I think tag maybe. I don't know what no scent kisses are. Maybe that sounds familiar, but let's do Foursquare. How about Foursquare? I know it's another ball, but you know, maybe this might be a good one. Let's just go like this. Oh, innocent kisses. Okay. Don't think I played that growing up. Tis the season for Mayflowers and all the bugs that come with it. I feel like I've been feeling more bugs starting to crawl all over me just randomly. There's like a fly just now that just started creeping up on my shoulder. And man, the amount of spiders that come out during this time of year, oh boy. There's these like, we don't get like the dangerous tarantulas here in the Northwest, but we get some, you know, they're big for what is, it's like the largest size spiders that show up, or the largest spiders that can grow here. They've been showing up like all over the place in my house. They're, you know, they're big, but I mean, I've been to Australia, and you know, our spiders aren't that big compared to them. Yeah, those spiders over there, they look aggressive. Any kind of tropical place, it's like you look at those bugs and you just want to say like, man, you guys just chill out. few years ago when I took my first trip to Hawaii, I went. I actually ended up. I was there for a wedding, and I was in the wedding party. And during the wedding, or before the wedding, we went on a hike to. It was in Kauai, and there was this area where you would hike a couple miles to get to the falls, and then or a couple miles to get to the beach, and then another couple miles to get to the waterfall. And then in that time, we were getting a bit late in the day, and so when we tried to get back, we had a big group of people in our party, and some of them were older, some of them were younger, and so it became evident that we probably needed to hurry up. And so like as the day was starting to get, as it started to become evening, like there's all these mosquitoes started coming out and started like ravaging us. And we were, people, it wasn't like an easy hike, and so people didn't bring enough water, they didn't bring enough adequate shoe or adequate footwear. So the more able-bodied people in our party decided we had to like run ahead to go get the water, get some supplies, and then run it back to everybody. And so by the time we got back, my leg was like pretty much chewed up by all these mosquitoes. And then somehow either the day after, I think I looked at my arm and I noticed this big giant welt, and it looked like a Target sign. And yeah, it looked like a bullseye when I saw it. And so that was kind of the weirdest thing about it. And I was in the wedding party, and what happened the following day was that sorry, just trying to figure out this edge here. Don't mean to put you in suspense. During the wedding, I was actually like, I started feeling a pressure in my head, and I got really dizzy, and I was just trying to stay awake. I felt like collapsing right there during the wedding, but I was like, I can't do this during my friend's wedding. So I was like digging my fingers into my hand, just trying to like keep myself awake with the pain. And then finally, when we got dismissed, I like just went over to a park bench and I just collapsed. And then they took me to a hospital there. And to make a long story short, so the bullseye ended up being a centipede bite. So apparently, I guess during the night at the condo I was staying at, like there must have been some giant centipede that showed up and decided like, oh, it didn't like me being there, so it just bit me in the arm. And so that along with all the mosquito bites I had, is probably like my body was just probably just pumped full of venom. So that's and that is probably why I don't want to live in any subtropical place. I've thought about it, but I don't know. I don't do well. My body doesn't do well with mosquitoes. I get I've been to Thailand too, and for the most part, I just had to like cover up for the whole time. It's kind of miserable. I mean, I had a great time. It's just that I always had to have a hoodie and long pair of pants on while it's all hot and smoky and 90 degrees every day. Okay, so this is Foursquare. So we got Foursquare going on here. Let's get a couple more characters. Let's get Summer. Or maybe I should put, I'm going to put a different character here. I'm going to put Summer here because I think that it would be better for the silhouette if I put her right there. There we go. The knob can be just right here. It's been a while since I draw a knob. Need to. Let's put his head a little bit off kilter. Do that the knob way. All right. I think that's gonna call. We're gonna. Well, maybe I could just do one more. I think I have about another 10 minutes left. So there's our wall ball, our Foursquare. Yeah. So. I don't want to dismiss anyone, but I'll check into how to record the screen a little bit, or record my camera to be a little bit bigger, because I just want to get the screen cap focused on just the, and record just Photoshop as is. But I'll have to investigate that probably in the next few days. I just hope I'm smart enough to figure that out. We have stickball, street football. What's the other ones? Let's do a non-ball one. Let's see. Let me just double check one here. Window divider in OBS. Gotcha. Well, thank you, Hector. I'll check that out. What's another one? I guess tag would be one. Yeah, let's just do tag. Panda doesn't like to run too much, so I don't know if he's going to enjoy this game. He's always just going to be it. It'd be like, come back. I actually kind of like freeze tag because especially when I was at it, because I was like, I could catch the other kids pretty easily. And it won't be long before my son is able to catch me. It's getting really fast now for his age. I have to watch out for him when he's riding down the street. It's crazy. Question, do I make the voice for the panda haikus? No, I don't. And that's actually my father-in-law. And I decided to have him do it because he has a much deeper voice than I do. My voice is very nasally and very like high, kind of tinny. It doesn't really lend itself to good narration. At least for what I was thinking about with the panda. So I mean the voice. I haven't settled on a voice yet for the panda because like, you know, it's not going to be my father-in-law who's narrating it. I think it's I think it has. I kind of wonder if it has to do with more with me, and that's not necessarily a ego thing. It's more like, you know, can I still create this content without needing like another person like always on call if, say, like I had to get something out really quick. I don't know. I had to decide. I just like his voice works well for the narration. I don't know if it works well for the panda, to be honest, because I haven't really gotten to the like I talk like the panda in my you know, my posts and my emails and such, but he doesn't really show a voice yet. Or it doesn't feel like he should have a voice, you know, because like Snoopy doesn't have a voice. He kind of does a la 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 thing when he whines, or when he gets angry. But for the most part, he stays pretty silent, and I think it works. Let's throw another character in here. How about... How about Topher? I guess we'll put Topher in here. We haven't had Topher in a while. Or maybe Chimu. Let's do Chimu instead. Chimu would just be looking at her phone the whole time. She's always distracted. Actually, let's introduce a little bit of humor. So I'm gonna put Chimu at the back here to show, even though she's Alright, so there we go. There's our playground pandas. We have tetherball. We have, let's see, let me add a little bit more shadow here. Got tetherball. We got monkey bars. We got hide and go seek. We got, let's fix that there. We got wall ball, we got foursquare, and we got tag. So, thanks a lot for hanging out with me for this last hour, and I've been doing this for about a couple months now, surprisingly. So, if you guys like what you see, feel free to like this video and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I do this for free, so hopefully you guys are finding a lot of enjoyment out of this. So these coloring sheets are available for free for download at punchypandas.com/scribbletime, and I'll be doing this at 2 p.m. Pacific time every day for the weekday. So tomorrow we'll be doing more traditional drawings, and then on Friday you guys can submit your artwork to be featured on the show. I will redraw them as pandas. It doesn't have to be pandas. You can just send your drawings of anything, like your own type of superheroes, your own characters, or drawings of other characters, and I'll redo those in my own style. So with that, hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and take it easy. See you tomorrow.